Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 51 of the Coffee Club podcast, live from the studio, aka Oliver Hall's bedroom.
I need to go to the bathroom.
Go ahead.
Can we redo the... No, it's all right. I'll hold it in. I'll hold it in.
You can go right here. I think it'll be fine. I think the
Can they see from the waist down, or...?
They can't really, so you could be peeing right now and no one would know. We could get you a bottle. Did I tell you guys about... I don't know if I've told you this, George. I know Olli about when Kai Wilmot... who listens to the podcast now, so shout out to Kai, when he peed in a psychology lecture, and I was scared.
Yeah.
I think I've heard that story.
Literally probably like a 200-person lecture, and we were just squeezed against the corner at the front, and it was one of those classrooms where the tables fold out from the chair in front of you, like a really old style classroom. And so if he had wanted to get out to go to the bathroom, it would have been the most disruptive thing ever, like for the class. And he had to go that bad that he just peed mid-lecture, and I was shitting myself.
Was it loud?
I could hear it. I could notice it, but I guess it wasn't loud enough because no one else said anything. So
I'm be honest, never peed in a bottle before.
Really?
You go? Yeah.
I mean,
pee in a bottle story?
I have done that before.
On the bus, probably, maybe.
Bus,
I don't
right?
know.
Not on the bus. Maybe it was a road trip or something.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I've done that before.
Just for fun.
No distinct memory. You just did it.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember. It was definitely not. Actually, it might have been back in Australia, to be honest.
Yeah. But yeah, we're here in Olli's room. It smells pretty good. I don't know. I'm just looking at his bed behind us, and I'm just a little bit scared of
He made the bed especially for the pod.
What sins have occurred here. But
Wait, okay, hold on. The only sins that have occurred in that bed is I've been eating too much chocolate in St. Moritz, mate.
That's a good one to have occur in the bed. But yeah, it's nice to have.
So if you see chocolate stains,
that's what that
Oh.
is.
Yeah.
Chocolate stains.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a lot of chocolate stains in my bed as well. Used that excuse before. What do you think this is? But yeah, we're back together for, I don't know, when was the last time we filmed a podcast all in the same room? It must have been
2016.
Yeah, it feels like it. It feels
like it's been a long time.
And I think it has, but it is weird. We're up to episode 51, and I know we say this every week, but damn, it's just, you just tick off the weeks, and it just does not feel like 51 weeks. Like, if I think about doing an activity for 50 weeks straight, I would think I'd at least be like pretty good at it, you know? Podcasting, I feel like it just feels like exactly like episode 1.
Did we distinguish it for retiring after 52 weeks?
Yeah, in the pre-show we were asking, like, should we just end after 52? I think offering, like, putting out that consistency and that, like, level of, especially what's happened in this year, where I feel like it's been, like, especially just, like, with you guys, what's been achieved and all that, it's been a pretty cool year to, like, have as the first year of the show. I'm just like, man, how do we keep that going? Exactly.
The other question is, if we do come back, is it episode 53 or is it episode 1?
Season 2.
1B. Or season 2, episode 1.
Yeah. I think I saw some people asking that question, and I think personally I would like to just go episode 53, just because I think once you start doing seasons, it's a gateway to just taking breaks and, like, ending the consistency, if you know what I mean.
I'm team 50.
Yeah.
I'm team 53 for sure.
I'm team 53 too.
Otherwise,
Isn't that so satisfying?
we're not going to get to 69 otherwise.
We're also not going to get to 420.
We're not going to get to
Or
420, which is the big one.
Yeah.
The 420 is like the retirement one, right?
Yeah, that's it. Once we got 420, we know we've fucked up pretty bad in life if we're still doing it at that point.
All right, we've spoiled it. There's going to be a 53.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. But, I mean, I think Joe Rogan is like 1,000 or something. It's pretty crazy. I mean, I guess it's his full-time job. He puts out 3 a week or something. But I think just seeing that number must be so satisfying. Like 1,000. I've done 1,000 podcasts.
I don't think
is that when we released episode 0?
Yeah.
Like the 1,000th week.
Yeah. I mean, like, to be honest, I don't think for him the number 1,000 isn't going to be the number that he's looking at. It's going to be his bank account, but
yeah, he's looking at billions.
the 1,000 million he's getting paid by Spotify.
Yeah, he's looking like, 1,000 episodes, that's great. Let me check my bank account. Oh wait, that's way bigger.
Yeah. So shout out to him. We're coming for you though.
He's going to be on the pod, isn't he?
I think so. We're trying to schedule it. We're getting.
He's got a lot of stuff going on. It's hard to get him down, pin him down.
He's a busy man. But yeah, so last week we didn't really go too much into what was going on with George. We just said he took the long way back from Italy. So took the scenic route. So how was it? How was the trip back and all that?
I've decided St. Moritz is overrated. It's better just to stay in Italy. Everything in Italy is 1/5 of the price, and it looks the same. It's like an hour away.
It's true.
But it's cheaper,
Yeah.
better. No, that's not the reason. I hung out with mum and dad on the way back from an organised race in Rovereto. Had a lovely couple of days. Mum and dad headed back to New Zealand, so last few days with them until Christmas. It was very lovely. Worked out the afternoon I got back and didn't mention that I'd been hiking in the morning to Ritz. Just told Olli earlier. So it was a bit of a rough reintroduction.
Yeah.
But that was a couple of days ago. Worked out again today with Olli. Felt great. Back in business. 1 week to go. Last rep with Olli of the season today.
How was it? Who won?
George won. George actually led most of the workout today.
Those are the rules. Right. It was a visualization day. So I
Was it actually?
So Olli, I had to pretend to be Jingy.
Yeah, you got a better back
That's what Riz told Olli.
No way.
Visualize him as Jingy.
You got a better back than Jingy, though. It's hard to change the visualization. I mean, when you're in St. Moritz, it's Moritz Ritz, you know?
What did you say?
St. Moritzenhain. You know, this is Ritz's palace.
Yeah.
So he's been up here multiple times training, and he's definitely enjoying being back here, coaching athletes and getting them ready for the big races coming up. So George and I finished off the season with a good workout. Well, last workout of the season, sorry. So,
Ollie's going to go sit at the pool later and just stare at Jingy's photo.
Dude, his photo? Okay, I don't know if anybody...
Amazing.
I mean, obviously, there's probably not many people who've been to St. Moritz, but if anybody's been to St. Moritz that listens to the pod and knows what we're talking about, we stare at that portrait of him constantly. I can't stop looking at it. There's a portrait, there's a really nice pool facility here that just got built, and they have like all these amazing athletes up. Nicola Sprigg, who's a non-athlete, Olympic champ in the triathlon. She's a Swiss national treasure. She's second when you walk in. The number one is Jakob Ingebrigtsen, which looks like he's been like Kim Kardashian. Like it's just like,
he's photoshopped for sure.
Yeah, it looks ridiculous, and it's just like, yeah, he's just very sexual. He's looking very sexual. So
we got to get a picture of that actually today and put it on our Instagram. I think people would appreciate that. So people would appreciate
that, yeah. So I just put the thumbs up and
yeah. See you soon, baby.
And the funniest thing was Dathan. He'd walk past and I'd be, Dathan, pay your respects. And I always tell people to pay their respects to go and see Jingy. And Dathan's like, I'm not giving him a time of day. It's you, Olli. It's you. And then you just keep walking.
Classic Ritz.
Right, we'll get that photo out in a couple of hours.
Classic St. Moritz.
Yeah.
St. Moritz.
Yeah. But yeah, it's nice to have us all up here finally. Life up here is pretty good, I'd say. I mean, things have been real chill lately in the village. Things have been getting a little colder, which hasn't been great, but we've just been training and hanging out. Just started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender today, which I'm a little bit annoyed that we didn't start watching that earlier because now I'm hooked.
Like 2 episodes.
Yeah, I think we just finished the first 2 or 3, and I'm just like, fuck, this is a good show to rewatch. So, yeah, things are pretty chill here, and Jason is here now, our treatment magician, shaman, so
coffee drinker,
coffee aficionado. So everything is right in the world here in St. Moritz. So it feels good for the final week, which even that is just crazy to think about that it's the final week of the year. Like where did the year go?
What are our post-race season plans, boys?
Yeah, we've finally kind of nailed them down by now, I think.
Because like the last time we were like kind of figuring things out, but I think now we've all got post-season plans, initial post-season plans.
Yeah, do you want to go first with yours, Olli?
How nailed down are they? Because yesterday they were feeling not nailed down yesterday.
Yesterday they became liquid.
Liquidated.
I just sent it and added a few more days to my hotel reservation in Zurich. Spend some time in Zurich because I feel like I've been there twice, raced there twice, but haven't really experienced the city. So that would be cool. But then I heard
no other reason.
Do
you want to make the announcement now to the world?
No other reason.
Okay.
There's no other reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's no other reason. No. So I was going to figure out what Morgan was doing. And then Morgan is going to be doing something else that I wanted to do with him, but it ended up being too hard because I couldn't refund my trip to Zurich and buy another flight. So I'm staying in Zurich for 4 days and then going back.
Totally alone.
My mum says I need to do some shopping. because my mum said I have like terrible clothes.
She said that to you?
Yeah, and it's all
You
on
got
gear.
nice clothes.
Well, she says I need nicer dressy clothes, like European clothes, she said.
Oh, yeah, they
Yeah.
do have good... The style here is
Like
pretty
a nice
elevated.
jacket or something.
Okay, so Ollie's going to Zurich to shop, apparently.
Yeah, I'm on a shopping spree in Zurich. If you see me out there, just give me a wave and I'll have all the bags walking around.
Yeah.
That's my plan. My initial, and then I'll come back home and Gus and I will have a therapy session.
Yeah, one thing that a Gus update for everyone that's listening is that Jenna, George's girlfriend, is the one that's been looking after him for like quite a while now, and Gus is just absolutely infatuated with her. I think we've talked about before about how Gus is just a fiend for the females, and he just won't leave them alone. So I think after this long trip away and just Jenna just looking after him every day, it's gonna be very interesting as to the dynamic once Ollie returns and Gus is like, oh wait, you're still around? Like I got a new lady in my life.
Me and Ollie are both going to be passed out.
Yeah.
Because Jenna's got
all
Gus
Jenna.
and Gus has Jenna now.
Yeah.
What more could you want?
I guess me and Ollie will just...
I'm not looking forward to that, actually. I'm not looking forward to like walking the door and he's just not going to have a reaction. I'm pretty upset with that.
He knows how to play hard to get when you first get back home.
The initial day, and then after that, he's like, never leave me, and just cuddles up.
Yeah. But George, what are you? I guess.
I don't know if my plans ever changed.
Yeah, they are kind of the same, huh?
I'm spending as little time in New York after the race as possible.
George, why don't you like your New York?
Wait, are you staying the night at least?
Yeah, I am staying the night.
Okay,
That's true.
good.
So I guess that's not the least amount of time because it's quite an early race.
Tell our fans why you don't like New York.
I don't know if it's New York specifically. I'm just not a big city guy in general.
The country man.
Country man.
Fair
You
enough.
hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Country boy.
Take me home.
Who'd hear first? I think we've just been to New York a lot, and we always end up in the same spot near Central. I like it for a day or two, and then
It gets old quick.
I'm like, I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I'll have a good time. I normally do.
Is our number one fan, Tom Wayne, going to be making an appearance at the Fifth Ave?
You would hope so.
Surely, because he's from New York, right? He's in New York right now.
He lives there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I told Morgan today, this would be a postseason plan.
Mm-hmm.
Only, if I win Fifth Ave, I'm going to buy a ticket to the US Open final that afternoon
yeah. That would
be
to watch
sick.
our boy Nick Kyrgios
That'd be so
get the
hype.
dub
Get the win.
in New York.
And then get fined. He gets the dub and actually gets fined. So he's
Honestly,
And then I'll try and go on the beers with him.
getting the piss. He'll love it.
I wonder if that's enough money to pay for a ticket that last minute. Because
Honestly, probably like apparently that stadium is like the very top tier of that stadium. Like you barely see the ball, I think.
You go to a scalper.
I
Yeah.
bet the US final was like a couple of $1,000s.
surely it's
so.
in the thousands. Because
Oh,
But maybe a
100%.
few $100s for like the rafters.
I reckon there could be $1,000 for the rafters.
But-
Especially if I buy it that afternoon.
But I would say, I don't know if On is big enough yet, but at some point you would hope that On would have the plug to get tickets. But
They
maybe,
do, though.
maybe not
They
yet.
do.
They do?
Felly, who's in charge of tennis now, he's at the US Open.
All
He's
right.
been going to the rounds.
That's your end
So
right there.
if you in Zurich, just drop the word maybe.
Maybe I won't
when we
even have
head
to
down.
buy it.
Yeah.
When we
That'd
head
be so
down.
huge.
It's
But-
the start of my plans.
All right. Those are good plans. And then for me personally, finish the season in Zagreb on the 11th. Couple of days in Croatia, Split. Go to the beaches there. I've never
we're
been.
splitting up, aren't we?
Yeah, we're splitting up in Croatia. And I've never been to the beaches there. Have you, George?
I haven't, but I know lots of people that have been.
Yeah, I've just heard they're like amazing.
I've heard that like a lot of Aussies that I know from back
Yeah.
home have been to Croatia and they say it's like the most beautiful coastline they've ever seen.
Yeah.
Besides
So
Australia.
besides Australia, of course, which that is
Or New Zealand.
my other thing. Isn't it kind of deranged that at this point I'm willing to spend so much money to go to the beach for a couple of days in Croatia when we're just like, that's just at home, like that's just like down the road.
That's just reality for us, like where we live or where we're from.
European beaches too is something else. Like
Yeah, it's
those
different.
busy ones where that people go to and there's like 1,000 umbrellas and like not a single bit of sand. Like and the water's not. I mean the water in Croatia is beautiful, but
Yeah,
there's some questionable beaches
It's
around
different.
Europe.
it's different. I
It's
guess we're just
definitely-
spoiled.
It's different vibe, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we just get spoiled from our coastline, I think, back home. But
Yeah,
definitely Croatia's a big win for Morgan. That was where
Yeah.
if I was told earlier and Morgan was better
Okay.
organised, I would
Okay.
have cancelled my
I don't
hotel.
think that's fair for you to say because I invited you on my postseason plans well.
But we were
in
going to go to
advance.
Italy instead, right?
Yeah, but you booked Zurich without even telling me.
Well, it was a bit of a impulse.
You didn't even
it was
tell
an
me.
impulse.
If you had said, "Hey, I'm thinking about booking Zurich," I would have said, "Don't book Zurich. Like, I'm gonna do something."
Yeah, maybe it's my bad. I should have actually confided in you
It's
first.
I
just got too excited. I got too excited because
Just
I
a classic
can
miscommunication.
spend some more time in Europe and.
Yeah, but we're gonna, like, none of us are gonna be apart for that long, which is the thing, because
Thank God.
Because you're going back to the US on the 14th, I think.
My brother, Crispy Hall,
Yeah.
the president, co-founder, CEO of Squids Swim Club, he is coming
Based in Cronulla.
Based in Cronulla. He is a shy boy through and through, big Aussie boy, loves to have a good drink, have a good time with the boys. So he's going to be really excited to come in, meet the boys, see the system, meet Gus, have some fun plans.
We should give him a role, like head of off-season.
He's the head of off-season, head of off-season and development in Coffee Club marketing. But
he's off-season commissioner or something.
Yeah, off-season commissioner. But he's really excited. He wants to come on the pod, so we could get him on. He's pretty hilarious.
He should be there for our 1 year anniversary, like, celebration episode, to really just have the party.
I was just thinking that.
He's going to be...
He'll be there.
Yeah, he's going to be there for the 53 one. So I'm excited for Chris coming in. He's going to be there for 2 weeks. We've got some concerts coming up, don't we, boys?
A multitude of concerts.
We're going to be busy.
So busy. Also not that busy.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
But at the same time, busy. Like, I'm just looking forward to not having to fucking run every morning, like, early, you know?
How do we feel about Ritz's 5 days off?
Okay, so this is something that I want to talk about, because I think this would be really interesting for people to hear about how you do an off season from an actual, like, running perspective. I actually kind of like the 5 days off, because I almost think it's deceptive to just call it 5 days off, though, because isn't it? It's 5 days off, and then it's every second day for up to
10 days.
10 days.
Yeah.
For the next 10 days, maybe. So it's
Is
about
it 10 days.
So it's about 2 weeks of break, which personally I've had a lot of success taking 2 to 3 weeks off before, mentally and all that. But I think just with where my body is right now, I think if I took more than 5 days off, a lot of my issues would just be too, like, annoying when I come back, if that makes sense. So
Yeah,
I'm
it
okay
does.
with 5 days personally.
Well, I think having the day on day off helps, because, like, if you're going out drinking on the day off, the next day you can, like,
Perfectly timed.
You can get rid of the alcohol, get rid of all the shit in your system by going for a run.
I think that's what Ritz has planned it. I think that's
Ritz
what he's planned
it
it
for that for me, particularly, because
he put 10 beers.
Yeah,
and
he
all
said,
his
like,
final surge.
He's put my final surge, day to go out, day to run it off, day to go out, day to run it off. Because, like, for me, I always feel better the next day if I go for, like, a bit of a run, like, not a long run.
100%, yeah.
So, like, that's my schedule, is, like, for drinking is going to be, like, day off is just the day where I go hard. Me and Gus hit
So you have 1 day off running and alternatively 1 day off drinking in between for 10 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Perfect. That's an off season right there, people.
Yeah, no, but we'll be, people will know that. I'll keep them updated on how that goes.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
What about you, George? Not enough time for you? That's the sense I'm getting.
5 days, definitely.
No, I think taking too much time off will leave you coming back worse. Even though it sounds like a good idea at the time, I think your body gets so used to, like, the consistent loading that completely unloading everything for weeks at a time, especially I'm actually in quite a good place right now with my body. Nothing actually needs a few weeks time. So I think the key is to somehow do those runs every second day, but do them without actually thinking about them. Like, as if you're still on break. But
that's
you just get them done.
Yeah. Well, that's the nice thing with Ritz, is that we're not officially meeting until the 10th of, is that October?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty much a full month.
Yeah.
Which is good, because the Gala's on the 7th.
Perfect timing.
So we have perfect timing there.
So, yeah.
Another hype about the Gala.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, so I just throwing a lot of money at it. I think I feel
Olli
like
throwing money at
the
Gala
American way,
confirmed.
the American way is to throw as much money as you at something until it becomes successful. So I'm just going to throw a lot of
It's
money
an investment.
at it, and hopefully people turn up.
You got to spend money to make money.
100%. I want the unity of I want the culture and the unity of Boulder to come together and come to Gus's annual Met Gala Coffee Club.
Yeah, is this the official announcement of the second annual OAC Autumn Gala.
This is the official
hosted by
Angus.
hosted by Coffee Club
And Angus.
Yeah.
in association with Chicken Boy Productions.
Yeah.
We're still working out some of the details.
Catered by Beamish Farms.
I think we're going a bit crazy with it when we were like, should we have a day party? And I was like, and then we're like, what time should we start? I was like, 11 a.m. I was like, fuck.
No, but that's the thing. If you start at 11, people will rock up at like 1, 2
Yeah.
o'clock. And that's when like I'm probably not going to start drinking till like 10. So
Wait.
But then we discovered Radlers.
Yes.
We could start on
Endless
Radlers.
we could
at
start
11.
on like noon. You start on Rattlers at noon.
Endless.
And then we get the little pools and everything. And then we bring in like, performances. It's like a juggler coming in.
I'll tell you
Couple
what.
of clowns.
If luckily he doesn't, but if Ritz was listening to his podcast right now, he would be fucking freaking out about how much we're thinking about postseason. That's like his big thing is like, don't think about your vacation plans until after your race.
It's like, how am I not going to think about it? I have to book it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm literally not going to book it like the day after the Diamond League final because like
Yeah.
I'm going to be on vacation then.
Yeah.
So I have to book it now. But
Yeah. One thing I did want to ask you on that, when you say throw a lot of money at it, what does that look like?
this is what it looks like. I want to get a bartender.
Yes.
I thought we were the bartenders.
Well, like a bartender for like us. initially.
The bartenders need a bartender.
And then we bartend after that when more people come.
Genius.
But like it's more of like a celebration. Like we'd have close team and like people that come in earlier and they can like get a margarita or a nice made drink by this person. They're like there for a couple of hours and then they leave and then we just become bartenders and we have all the alcohol that we do in general. But I'm also gonna
Bouncy Castle?
Bouncy Castle could set up
Sick.
could do wrestling. So you get one of those little pools and you just put a lot of soap and stuff and then we just wrestle in there.
Naked wrestling like that.
We're gonna hire more dogs to come in for Gus because he's gonna be a bit
Support. We'll get emotional support dogs for Gus.
There'll be a dog window that
Yeah.
where dogs are allowed,
Yeah.
and then there'll be a window where
Get some
strictly no
alpacas.
dogs.
So we've got to have security. So alpacas and llamas are gonna be our security. They'll just spit on people that are uninvited.
Honestly, it's kind of a reverse for Gus if you think about it. Instead of emotional support dogs, he needs just like emotional support women.
I think a lot of women will just be there to see Gus anyways.
Yeah, so it works out.
It works out well.
Yeah. What else?
Hire some jugglers, some performing acts. I've
circus.
contacted Beyonce, Kanye West, and Taylor Swift. Because I know
Triple threat.
I know Team Boss love Taylor Swift. So
Didn't we want Nick Harris to perform last year?
We did, and
he didn't turn up.
He was
He had
away
a-
somewhere.
He had a wedding or something to go to, didn't he?
But I don't see why we wouldn't try again this year.
The
Could he-
cowboy thing.
could he
too.
cover-
It'd be perfect.
Could he cover some XXX songs like
yeah,
at 2 a.m.?
I think he can do anything.
Alright.
I
If
guess
you
if
pay
we
him
don't
enough
if we
money.
don't get Kanye, like next step.
Yeah.
Well,
Nick
I
Harris.
DM,
He can
I
open for
DM
Kanye.
Kanye, so yeah, and I'm flying out some big names.
Like who? Oh, just like our friends.
the guest list.
Our friends.
Yeah.
The guy I game with, Sammy, he's coming.
Okay, this is big for anyone who's listening. Olli has like a best friend, essentially.
Well, he's
called
your
Sammy.
best friend too.
No, like we love him, but Olli has been gaming with him. Like Olli will game with him probably 8 hours a day. Like,
Well, yeah, it'd be me, Zack Snyder, and Carlos. pretty much.
and Ollie's never met him in person
No.
before. I've been lucky enough to meet him, and this is gonna be like a big like when there's like a distance relationship type thing, like an online relationship, like you see like the really emotional videos of it that
Finally
people
me.
post. This is gonna be one of those moments for us.
I was trying to
We'll
fly
be out of a catfish documentary.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully
I
not.
I'm trying to fly him and his girlfriend out, but his girlfriend doesn't want to come.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, more for us, I guess.
Yeah, more for us.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get him out. We're trying to fly in some
Jose?
Wisconsin boys. Carlos is coming out.
Carlos is coming out for. He's kind of coming out for the wedding and then also the summit. I guess. Dude, is he gonna be there? Wait, is he? Maybe he's not
know,
at the summit. I
actually.
guess
He's not at the summit, but he'll be there for the wedding.
So he'll be there
Oh,
for
we've
a
got
long
Joe and
time.
Sage's wedding as well. That's out in our postseason plans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing.
Amazing.
But I'm going to be throwing a lot of money at that gala, so hopefully it's
I'm so excited.
successful.
Olin and Langer have reserved a spot on the lawn for their team.
Yeah, so if people want to get tents, they have to notify us in advance.
Wait,
Yeah.
are they coming?
Well, they freaking better be.
They said that they were coming.
Represent Flagstaff.
Flig.
I
No,
guess
Michael
they're
Smith.
gonna be
Michael
team-
Smith is
they're gonna team
invited. What do you
flag
guys
now.
talk- Michael
Is
Smith
Mike Smith coming?
Mike, I sent him an email, I sent him a text. He didn't respond, which he's a cheeky bugger. He never responds.
Busy man.
But he that tells me that he's coming. So
It's a good sign.
Michael, is the epitome of a male. Just full,
This is true.
Everything you want to be. You want to be Michael. So I'm excited to learn from him, and hopefully he comes in and just teaches us how to be, an individual like him.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm sitting there with my whiskey and just watching him, observing him.
Yeah.
Everything he does is just, it's amazing.
Probably just go home with him back to
I don't know how
Flagstaff.
you guys just don't fall in love with him. It's just very hard.
What do you mean? I think they do.
He's just got the whole package, hasn't he?
He's amazing.
He is really.
But,
All right, enough Gala.
Yeah, that's probably enough Gala talk for now. I think that's enough. Because I think Kaylin, shout out to Kaylin, Ritz's wife, listens to this. Please don't tell him.
Yeah.
Please don't tell him.
Kaylin, this is just between
Just
us.
tell him, they were really focused on running this week.
Yeah.
Just straight into running. That's all they were talking about. Can't get enough of it. They're so excited to finish their seasons with a bang. That's how it went.
Kaylin also invited to the Gala.
Yeah.
This is your invite.
She didn't come last year, did she?
No, Ritz
Just
came.
Ritz.
The funniest thing, okay, I got this funny story about Ritz coming. So Ritz comes in and I make him a drink. He's like, I'll have a drink. And he's dressed up in all his on gear. And this was like earlier on, right? So like not many people were here and he's just chilling and vibing and talking with the team. And at this point, we're having a few drinks, so we're starting to feel a little bit. And he's like, wow, this drink is strong. Anyway, the team boss ladies come in.
Yeah.
Emma Coburn, Aisha, Emma Bates.
I didn't think Aisha was there.
Oh no,
Kate
Grace and her partner, and then Will Lee came.
Patrick,
Will Lee was there.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, but they all came in and they all had their bottles and they're all yelling and shouting and
they're looking
pouring
good.
drinks, looking really good. And Riz just turns around, sees them, and goes, "That's it, I'm out of here." And he just walked out. He's like, "Have a good night." And
That's
he
my
just walked
lead.
out. He just grabbed his drink, went, sculled it, and he's like, "That's it, I'm out of here." And he walked away. It was great. But Riz did make an appearance last year.
Yeah.
Had a little drink and then just left.
Yeah.
He's like, "I shouldn't be here."
He'll probably do that again this year. Can't wait.
I think he needs to spend some time with his family. He hasn't been home much.
Bring the family.
But you
Whatever.
can bring the fam, Jude and Addy.
Yeah. All right. Time to move on to some running stuff, I guess.
I guess so if we have to.
Yeah. So if we're talking about running, we should probably talk about the Brussels Diamond League, which occurred a few nights ago. I'm sure everyone saw it. It was pretty electric. I mean, I'm trying to think. There weren't any. The only men's distance event was the 5K.
800.
Oh yeah.
That's
Quite
mid-distance.
a
George.
fast one.
Yeah,
Is that
no.
not distance?
No, that counts. That counts.
I think that
distance?
counts.
Yeah, I mean across the board, it was the last Diamond League before the final, so I guess you would expect it to be pretty top tier, and it was.
Pretty boring, actually.
Didn't enjoy it at all.
Europeans, they do track terribly.
Yeah.
God, there's too many fans, too much engagement, too much excitement.
Too much stuff happening.
It's just
I hate
too
it.
much. I just want it to be nice and quiet, like in Haywood. It's
Yeah.
nice and quiet.
I'm trying to focus, guys. Can you keep it down?
I'm trying to focus on
I'm
my
trying to run a
event, and all these
1500.
bloody people are cheering my name and are really excited to watch me run. It's fucking
It's
annoying.
really off-putting,
Oh
actually.
God, I just can't stand it. I can't stand all the hype and all the young kids coming up asking for Grant's autograph. It's horrible.
It's so thoughtful of the meet organisers at Haywood that they stopped letting people in.
It was good that they
Quite
had a
early.
high price. Yeah, because then those young kids couldn't get near him and they could leave him alone. So, they don't have their dreams in there, Yuck.
Yucky.
Good job. That's what they call the Haywood magic.
All
right,
Magic.
In
The
general,
silence.
thanks, Phil.
Thanks, Phil.
That's the thanks, Phil.
the Haywood silence.
The Haywood silence.
We make t-shirts saying Haywood silence.
Yeah, we should do that.
All right, enough. Okay.
Enough.
That's enough of that, guys.
Enough
Come
hate.
on.
Enough for the next 5 minutes at least.
Yeah, let's talk about Brussels.
So yeah, amazing meet all around. Probably the big one for us was watching the 5K because we knew it was gonna be a crazy race, and then we had teammate Joe Klecker in it as well. So that was like the big one for us to watch. And honestly, it played out kind of how you would expect. We knew the pacing was going to be hot, like 12:45, 12:50 type race is what we thought going in. I think we knew that they were pacing for 7:42 at 3K, I think.
It was 7:42, 7:41 through 3K.
Yeah. And so, obviously that's that's quite rapid.
It did not disappoint.
And yeah, it was a crazy race, I think. Just like the quick overview. Louis G getting out after behind the pacer. Classic
Louis.
Joel. I was like, what are you doing, bro? But
I mean,
then I'm like,
yeah,
fuck, why not?
If you got fourth at Worlds, you have confidence to just go with it and see what
Exactly.
you can do. So,
Yeah.
and he held on near the end,
Yeah.
which was really impressive because like most of those guys, like when you run that fast, really it's all about just trying to hang on to that pace and stay with it. And some guys obviously fell back, but they were able to kind of consolidate and close it out and
Yes.
I think
run incredible.
I think Luis ran 8:61. Actually, his fifth lap was a 60.8. But apart from that, he ran 8 laps right on the pace. And then a couple of 64s, 65s to run 13:02.
That's crazy. That makes
So
I can't
incredible
tell.
way to hang on.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell if that makes running 13:02 seem really hard or like not as hard.
No, it
That
seems
seems pretty hard.
I think
pretty
that's the
hard.
hardest way to do it.
Yeah.
There's no way that feels good.
No, I mean I could like finally relate to that because I feel like the way we raced at Rovereto was the first time I've actually like blown up in a 5K. I've actually like gone out like pretty quick and blown up. So I was like, finally I could relate and be like, all right, these guys are just going for it. Like, and you don't really have an option because you don't want to be 50, 100 meters back at 3K really. I mean, some people race like that and they did really well. Like it paid off in the end. Like Almgren,
right?
like mad respect to him. He ran 13:01 or something and he only came through 3K in 7:49. But the rest of the guys were getting after it. Unfortunately, Joe started falling off it around in between 2 and 3K and he just like didn't quite have it on that night. So he ended up like falling back pretty far. But I mean, I think he was always going to go for it. I mean, he's already run 13:04 twice this season. I guess it would have been nice for him to knock off the standard because I don't think he would have that. But I mean, you don't get too many races like that in a year. I mean, literally two.
Yeah.
Two
The thing
times.
is for Joe, like I see no reason why he's not going to get the standard pretty easily next year.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to go run 13:04 again. He wanted to try and run 12:55
Yeah.
and see if it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't. So all good.
Yeah.
Move on.
I think you get a good experience still going out at that pace and just like kind of seeing how it feels. But yeah, towards the end, it was kind of carnage, like people just dropping off because it was so quick. And then obviously like the big dogs, emerging in the last few laps with
Heavy hitters.
the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
I mean, we were obviously just watching Grant Fisher because it was just fucking amazing when we were just like, how quick can he run? Obviously, American record 12:53. You could tell relatively early on that he was going to destroy that. He just looked so good.
I mean, like if he's running 26:33 for the 10K in LA with a beautiful pace, well, not beautifully paced race, but like a really fast paced race in Brussels, the hype, everything's happening. It's a Diamond League. You're in the best situation to just crush it, and he just did that.
Yeah,
he ran it really well.
This is the year of Grant Fisher, man.
I would say he's
honestly
probably had the most
hard to believe.
He's probably had the most impressive season for an American in ever.
Maybe,
distance
ever.
runner. I mean,
Ever.
4 American records.
Yeah,
it's kind of annoying that he didn't end up getting that medal at Worlds because I think if he had medal at Worlds, then it's like 100%, like
100%
so
the best
easy
season,
to say that. I mean, I think the PBs, the times do speak for themselves as well. I mean, I guess people could say like, super shoes and stuff.
No.
But
super shoes,
time is
whatever.
still
Everyone's in the
amazing.
same shoes now.
Yeah.
That argument can't happen anymore. It could happen initially, but
Well,
now,
I'm just saying because
but
we're comparing to
the past.
you know.
But in general, like he's competing with all those those guys are the best runners. They train.
Yeah.
Like they just train
it's
so hard.
amazing.
It's just amazing, and I think you're right. Like it's a bit annoying because I'm thinking about it as like, I mean, I think the three of us are fans of Grant, and we know Grant, and just it's annoying he didn't get a medal at Worlds now because like he deserved it, and the way those races were won and the way it just happened, you're like, well, hopefully in Budapest or Paris he's gonna be able to get redemption there and medal, and he's definitely he's one of the we're in an era where we're seeing one of the best American runners just do what he does best and just crush it. So it was pretty exciting to watch,
and he could still win the Diamond League final in a couple of days.
Oh shit, yeah,
like he's already. That wouldn't be. That wouldn't be a great stretch of the imagination.
Street meet, bro. That 90-degree turn. Can't wait to watch Grant just freaking clap that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be exciting for him. And like, that Brussels, that 5K was a highlight for pretty much everyone, I think.
Yeah, it was also so ridiculous watching. Is it Jacob Kropp? Is that the name of the winner?
He looked so good.
He looked. I mean, he led the last 3 or 4 laps at running 12:25 pace. He looked like he was jogging, and on his last lap was so quick, and he just. Oh my god, he looked amazing.
Because I thought Grant was going to win. Because I thought Grant was like right in position to strike, and Kropp just kept going.
Just looked so good.
And looked really good.
They ran 11 and a half laps between 61 and 62. There was no 60 points or 62 points until
I guess they were probably
lap.
just staying right on the lights, huh? The lights
they
were
on the
probably
lights,
the lights were
makes
probably
sense.
12:45.
They were right on the lights.
Yeah, so
Amazing.
That's because that's how. Do you remember when Sifan Hassan or the other Ethiopian girl? Like that's how they were running those crazy 10Ks. Like almost solo was just following the lights. So, dude, I look forward to the day when I'm in the right race where I can stay on the lights because my only time running with the lights, I was so far behind them. It was the most depressing thing ever. I don't know if you guys have had that experience, but like that was in Nice last year when I just like fell off the lights.
You came back on the lights.
And then I kicked down on the lights, but I was just like, fuck.
We thought you got it because you were on the lights, and then we realized that you were just off.
That was like us in sound running. We caught the lights, and then the lights were set at the wrong time.
They set it a second slower.
What a letdown.
Sad. That was a big letdown.
Kicking down the lights. But
kicking down the lights.
The other big one on the men's side was obviously Jake Whiteman winning a massive Diamond League 800, like all the best runners, kind of.
He had his Brussels sprouts, he had his greens. He freaking ran that well. I mean, like that. Jake has also had one of the most impressive seasons for a mid-D runner I've seen. And obviously people are going to talk about how great Jakob's been, but you've got to give credit to Jake. Running Scottish records stood for years. I think 80-something. 89 or something was the record for the 800, and he broke that.
Did he really? I didn't even know that.
I think it's from the 80s. Yeah,
it's from the 80s, I think.
What time?
I might get fact checked.
Did he break 144?
Yeah,
he broke one. He ran 143.6, and he also beat like most people in that field were like medalists in the at Worlds for 800. He looked great. He's just incredible. And I think he ran 2:13 in the K.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and then he's run 3:29, 3:50 for the mile. He's a world champion. Bronze medalist at comms, silver European 800, and he's won a Diamond League in the 800 and in the 1500. He's going to the Diamond League final in the 800. He could probably
is the favourite.
I would say he's probably the favourite.
Crazy.
Amazing season, but just being able to switch those events. He was joking with me about how he doesn't want people to think that he's dodging Jakob. Oh, yeah. He's like obviously running 800s in the later season, and he's proving that. I mean, like I don't think Jakob's beating him in the 800.
Yeah,
so,
I don't think so.
I also think if he was in the 1500, he would be the favorite, one of the favorites. Obviously, it's hard to pass Jakob, but if anybody's going to beat Jakob at the Diamond League final, Jake's probably the man that you're thinking about the most. So,
if he was running mediocre 800s, it would maybe look like he was dodging, but he's running
143,
the best 800s of the whole year. Yeah. So he's actually just playing to his strengths.
I'm pretty jealous of him because. Like, if I could choose to be any type of runner, I would choose to be an 8:15 runner, like Sebco or those guys. I think that seemed to be able to do both, which is kind of rare these days. Well, super rare these days, honestly.
It's just the way the 15s run as well.
Yeah, you just don't see it too much. And it does kind of put in perspective how ridiculous those British guys were back in the day, because there was like a whole like bunch of them, like just Ovet and Co. And freaking the times they were running, like 142. I don't know what their 1500 times were, but under 330, I think.
They're
or around
29, I think, yeah.
Crazy. But it's good to see Wyman carrying that on.
I should probably give a shout out to Stewie for becoming the 7th or 8th person ever to run sub 330, sub 730 and sub 13.
13 minutes, yeah.
How many people ever? It's some 7 or 8, right?
It was, maybe 9, but the list was ridiculous. Obviously, the names on that were crazy.
Heavy hitters in their full stature.
Yeah.
Stewie.
Good to see him back.
Yeah, I mean, like, the start of the year just was really struggling and just hasn't been able to put it together. Wasn't able to do comms. Ran okay at Worlds, but probably not to what he wanted. And now he's crushing 330 and 12:56.
Back at it.
He's back at it. So he's going to be a big threat in the Diamond League final. And the guy's got experience for days as well. So I think, it's going to be great to see him in Zurich and just to crush out hopefully a good ending for his season and give him a bit of fire for the next one, because obviously the year in general hasn't been what he ideally wanted, but he's been able to come back and it's been incredible to watch. And I think he's the second ever Australian to go under 13 minutes. So
yeah, I think that's
huge
correct.
achievement. 0.74 off Craig Mottram's 5K record. So, and I mean, I think we all know that record is going to get broken eventually, and I think Stewie's probably in shape to do it eventually next year. But hopefully there's some other boys, Morgan, me, that can maybe get in the right race sometime. But yeah, he's been crushing it, so it's been awesome to see Stewie back.
Yeah, so just like a lot of amazing stuff all around. And then on the women's 1500 was a pretty sick race, classic.
Yeah.
I feel so bad because I can't remember the name of the winner, the Irish lady, but
McGann?
Yeah.
McGann?
Yeah. I don't know. Irish names are hard, you know?
There's probably a Mick at the front.
People. Sorry to any Irish people.
We got to look this up because she deserves to be mentioned on the pod.
Yeah.
For how fucking amazing
I'm wondering if we're going to be able to pronounce it, you know, because how those Irish names are spelled hard. But she ran 3:56, just absolutely destroying like these amazing runners.
I'll be on board athletics.
First time breaking 4 minutes, I believe. She
3:56.
3:56.
Yeah, wasn't shy about it.
Yeah, she almost. She like went to the line.
Cara
with
McGee.
Cara McGee.
Is that Kiara? Cara McGee?
Fuck, I'm gonna look so dumb right now. It's not Ciara. It's Cara. I don't know how to pronounce Irish names.
Cara McGee.
No, it's like. Yeah.
Either way,
Dude, there's some crazy Irish names out there.
she was silver at comms, silver at Euros.
I'm not
Or
sure. I
bronze
think she
at
won
Euros?
Euros.
She's medaled at
Am I
both
stupid?
Euros
No.
and
Did Laura
comms.
Muir win Euros?
Laura Muir.
No,
won.
yeah, she won.
Yeah.
But she was right there.
Yeah.
And she's had an incredible season, and she broke the Irish record at Brussels, and she did it in a spectacular fashion. It was a sick race to watch. That was and also I loved her celebration afterwards. It was sick.
What'd she do?
She just went to the ground and then she got
yeah.
back up and just screamed in the air. It was sick. I just thought it was cool because
Ecstatic.
I think from my perspective, when you see an athlete like that, I think she knew for a while that she was like in that shape to run sub 4 or to run 3:58 or even quicker. Like she knew it was there, but like putting it together was the challenge. And she's had an incredible year, but hasn't been able to put it together. And then when you see an athlete do that and see the time and just like the excitement there is like,
Yeah.
it just makes you love the sport. So congratulations to her. That was a freaking sweet race to watch. I think, I tell you what, Elise Cranny, she was entered in like 10 hours before the 1500 meet. She wasn't even entered on the list. She just like got a call at 10 a.m. or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry, not 10 hours. 10 a.m. I think she got like the call up. So they just added her in and she ran 3:59, which is pretty good considering like you don't know if
It's
you're
amazing.
racing that day. It's pretty impressive. And
Yeah.
I think there was it was a lot of fast race. A lot of girls were under 4, I think. Maybe 4 or 5. But we're gonna get freaking Citrus is gonna be like, oh, there was 6, oh, there was this.
No, I mean it was a
Fucking-
classic. I feel like so many women's races now they just go so hard in the first 400 and then like
Wasn't the first lap?
I think it was like a
50?
60.
Yeah, it was 60. Yeah.
It was
really
like
quick.
it was so quick. I was like, Jesus Christ! But that's the pace they want. But yeah, that was so good, and I think that leads us nicely into the Diamond League final, which we have Mr. Oliver Hoare, Keith McSqueezy, competing in the 1500. Cap off the year with a big one. I think. I don't know exactly. Is it all the good people racing it? I assume. Obviously.
Well, Josh Kerr, Jake Hayward, great shape, great blokes.
Jake Hayward made it?
Yep, he's in.
Minus Jake Whitecastle.
Minus Jake White. You got some guy called Jakob Ingebrigtsen that's in it. Pretty good guy. Kipsang having an incredible year.
What about Cheerio?
My boy Cheerio, Tim is going to be there. Tim has also won the Diamond League twice before. Knows how to win.
Defending champ,
Defending champ. Knows how to
Two-time.
win that race.
I think.
And I can tell you right now, Tim wants to win a race because I think, particularly this year, he's been very unfortunate. He's been up and down a bit, but than usual, compared to what he has been in the past. But still putting out amazing performances. Second at comms, didn't medal at Worlds. I think he wants to win a major, like a big
Hell
race, and this will be the race to win. So Tim's going to be out there in force. There's a few other names. Romsey's the Polish guy. Really
332
good.
this year.
332 this year.
Our boy Charles.
Our boy Charles Grethen's going to be there too. Stewie and myself. It's a very, very good field. There's more people that I've actually forgotten, but these are the people that can.
That's
just
probably
think
most
of.
of the
That was
field,
pretty good.
'cause
There's
I think
only
it's
like 10.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably most
but,
of it, honestly.
There's a Moroccan guy in it too.
Oh, yeah, he's
I
good.
don't remember his name, but it's a really good field. I think Dathan and I went through about five guys, around 5 to 6 guys, maybe a bit less. They've all run 330 or 331 this year. So, and it's only been in the space of a month. So they're in shape. So I think, obviously don't quote me on it, which people are going to quote me on it, but I think that the race is going to be extremely fast. I don't think Jakob's going to leave it to be slow. It's going to be a 3:28
Well, it's going to be
race.
paced as
It's
well.
Going to be paced to 151.
So it's going to be quick.
So if it's the race to run sub 330, it's the race to run it.
Yeah.
It's going to be the race of the year to run sub 330.
Yeah.
Unless you're in World Champ final, it's going to be that race. So I would love to cap off my season with a sub 330.
That'd be nice.
That's obviously the goal is to win, but I'd love that because I think for me, looking back on what I've run this year, I haven't run many other events other than the 15 and the mile.
It's true.
I ran a 5K earlier with George, and then other than that, it's been miles and 15s. So I can only do better in those two events, and I'd love to push that 1500 meter time down. But yeah, it's going to be a great race. big crowd out there. Hopefully, on headquarters is down the road, so hopefully we have a lot of on fans out there watching everyone. But I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a pretty crazy race, and hopefully can squeeze something out.
Yeah.
Home turf, really.
Home field advantage, maybe. I don't know. I mean, the Europeans freaking love Jakob, so
Yeah.
he always gets a massive roar.
Yeah.
But hopefully I can spoil the party.
Hell yeah. So just any race plans yet, or are you just gonna vibe it out? Just see how you're feeling.
Definitely not do what I did in Lausanne. I don't know. I mean, definitely I've gotten a couple good workouts with George and Morgan. I'm feeling pretty confident that I'm still in the ability to run sub 3:30. So really, for me, it's just all about getting up to that front
Yeah,
pack
just
of it,
being up
just
there.
being up there because it's going to be fast. And with 500 to go, if I'm not in striking position, I'd love to move up closer to Jakob or to whoever's at the front, whether it's Stewie or Kipsang or Chariot, and then when I get to the back straight, defend your position, as Mike Smith would say, defend the straights, and then come around and then try and give it as much as I can on the way home.
Does he
Finish it
actually
off.
say that?
Yeah.
That's a Mike Smithism.
Mike Smithism, Michael,
Defend the straights.
defend the straights, but the back straight I feel like is where I just got to be as most composed as possible, because like that's where you can lose your kick in the last final straight. I think
Yeah, that
just
makes
wasting
sense.
energy to try and move up and then you can't go again. So
Mhm.
my plan is to try and get up there, but that's other than that, just try and go off instinct, try and focus more on the race now than getting to the line with my knee. But yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I guess I just realized, maybe I should have said this earlier, by the time this podcast does come out, the race will, like, just has happened. I think this podcast is going to come out, maybe we'll try to get it out a little bit earlier, but it'll literally come out like half an hour after the race, so
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
it'll be fresh in everyone's mind.
If you need any directions during the race, I'll be yelling from the stands.
All right. Thanks, bro.
I'm be there.
Directions, keep turning left.
I'll
Keep going.
lift off
Left.
positions. You know, anything you need. Hand
Yeah.
signals. Maybe I'll do hand signals.
What would you like yelled at you in the race?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Go to sleep, go to sleep.
You know what the funniest thing that I remember people would used to yell at back in the day? Like, if there's someone was in front of you like Jakob, they'd be like, "He's looking shit. He's looking terrible." If you
In
yell
cross
that,
country races, that's
yeah.
the
That's so funny when people
he's
yell
dying, he's dying. If you guys just yell that out to Jakob, maybe he'll think that, and then I can go past
that.
it.
Jakob's dying.
Jakob's dying. He looks
He's coming
shit.
back to you, Ollie.
He just keeps going.
Jakob's breaking the world record. He looks terrible.
He looks shit,
He's
bro.
coming back.
He's gonna rig.
That's so good. Oh, I forgot that was a thing.
That was a thing, wasn't it?
That's amazing.
so mean.
Either
Feel
way,
that person?
So mean.
yeah. The last race of the year, so give it all you got, and then hopefully be content with the season. So
Oh, as you should be, more than content. But yeah, it's going to be awesome. Finish it off in Zurich once again. Just like, actually, I guess last year you didn't finish in Zurich because you then went to Fifth Ave, huh? But
Fifth Ave was like a retirement
yeah,
tour,
I
race,
don't know
like,
if we count that one.
Yeah, I
I
was
guess.
pretty much. I've had a few beeries after Zurich,
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be great.
yeah. And then George and I are also finishing our season this week as well. I think we both race on Sunday, which it's
Mhm.
Monday now. I don't feel like I'm racing this week, I'll be honest. But I guess I got a whole 6 days to turn that around.
I got to fly halfway across the world before I race.
Yeah. So how you feeling for George's finishing off with the classic Fifth Ave?
You got sick last time, didn't
Road
you?
Yeah,
mile.
not that classic. Because
Yeah.
I've tried to do it before. I'm going to do my best to make the start line this year.
The annual Whole Foods hot bar special.
You got to go
Yeah.
back.
You got to go back to Whole Foods and eat that
Just
shit.
face my fears,
Yeah,
you think?
Yeah, there's
dude.
only
If you
one
got
way.
food poisoning again, it'd be pretty crazy.
There's only
honestly.
one way. I mean, Whole Foods is so nice for racing. I think, like, I think this is what I get spoiled.
That's what I
racing
thought,
in
dude.
America is Whole Foods. Just you get everything you need.
Yeah.
Like you go there, get a couple of sandwiches set for the day. Here in Europe, it's like fuck. What am I gonna eat? But yeah, I think you gotta become friends again with Whole Foods.
Just prosciutto in Europe. That's all you eat.
Yeah, that was literally my
That is
meal.
more good.
In Italy before the race, my main dish was just a plate of just prosciutto and mozzarella.
That was the meal.
It was awesome.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's sustainable though.
No, I don't either, but tasted good.
What else can I say about it?
Are you
I've
gonna
never
go
done
for
it
the-
before.
Are you gonna go for the halfway bonus? You're gonna compete with
No,
Sam
I know
Parsons?
Sam Parsons is going this
Well,
year.
Parsnips will definitely do that.
Parsnips will be out the gate.
I'll put good money on him going for the halfway bonus.
I think he's already told me. Do you reckon I just like grab his singlet or something?
Yeah,
Try and like
pull him
hold him back a little
Is
bit.
Right Angles
Yeah.
doing it?
I don't know
I
that.
feel like he would be.
I wouldn't be
Because
surprised.
I think right angles and parsnips are in a bit of a bromance right now, so I could see them both going together.
They've always
to,
done it. Try and split it. If you tie, you get 500 each.
Dude, I would love to just see you outkick someone for the halfway bonus and then come back and also
Just
outkick
outkick everyone
at the
again.
end.
Has
Yeah.
anyone ever won
Bonus.
after getting the halfway
I'm
bonus?
cer-
No way,
I'm
right?
certain people have.
Yeah, people
You
have.
think people
I mean,
have?
the person that
Yeah.
has the course records run like 340.
Doesn't Mottram have it?
No.
Is it not? He's run like 348.
He's run
hasn't he?
348, but
That
somebody,
isn't
I think
close.
somebody else has it, and it's 348, and they probably definitely got the halfway bonus.
I just think it has happened. I'm not going to say like, I don't know. It's been run for a lot of years now.
Mm.
I just feel like someone has done it.
Yeah, but I don't know how
But
long the
maybe
halfway
not.
bonus has been a thing though.
Good point.
But you have to run sub 4
I
to
think-
get that bonus, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think I could get it even if I wanted to. My
you could.
ability off the line, I feel like.
Yeah, but you just kick. You just go for it.
And then
I
still
love,
run.
I love how
then
you
come
say your
back.
ability off the line, and then we do 200s today, and you're off the line like fucking quick. So
That's only once I'm warmed up.
You did get off the line quickly.
yeah,
with me
well, you
at,
warm up for a race, don't you?
at Reveretto.
It's true.
You did.
I had to,
yeah, I would
I had
hope
to
you'd
jump
be
over a
warmed up.
cone though.
Did you actually?
Oh yeah, it was in the way. Forgot
Because
about
the
that.
waterfall line.
Yeah, fucking
Anyways.
cones.
No, I'm excited. I've done, would have loved to do it last year. Gonna try to do it this year. Second road race of the year, sort of. Did a 5K in April, but first road mile. Any advice, Ollie? Any tips and tricks?
Don't be in the lead like I was after 800.
Just yeah.
'Cause
After 800.
Well, this is the thing.
Who
right?
got the bonus last year? Centro, right?
Centro was hilarious. He told us always like, I'm getting the bonus, so then you guys know.
Like on the line? He
yeah.
said that?
And then I was like, how do you fucking know that? And then me and Joe, because Joe was actually up there.
You guys were out strong last
We
year.
were out, and like I think we were just like mostly just thinking, well, we could outstrength everyone because people are dead from the end of the year, and we still feel like we could hold them off just pure strength. But we went out, and he was like we were like probably 50 meters away from the bonus. Centro looks like he's not even trying, just jogs straight
Nah,
past
he
us,
kicked for it, man.
turns around, gets the bonus, and then just slows down and goes, "Have a good race, boys," and then just got to the back and then made sure he got sub 4.
That's how good he looks when he tries to run
He looks
fast.
so
though.
good when he's running quick, but
He
Did he break 4?
He did, yeah. He got the bonus.
3:59 or something?
He got the bonus.
Smart
but
man.
he, I think I was in the lead with about 150 to go, 200 to go, and Whiteman just blazed me out and beat me. And I got second. Hayward was third. So I would say don't take the. I mean, you'd be fine with that, George. Just don't take the lead.
Don't take
And
the
then-
lead too early, George.
And then I'd say with like 200 to
Oh,
150
phew.
to go, if you're feeling good, just go. Just try and rip them off.
You think Parsnip will try and say that taking the halfway bonus is the 10-man way?
Yeah,
You know how they like leading?
Yeah. I haven't
It's actually
seen
just
that
a
much
10-man
lately.
way of racing.
Yeah.
It's not that he wanted the
Yeah,
halfway bonus.
but they're
Of course.
hashtag Hunter Train now, so they might be a bit different in that perspective.
When I raced it, so Sam Parsons the
Hey,
year
you've done it before.
Yeah, the year before that was when Sam Parsons first did it, and he went for the halfway bonus, and he made like a big deal. Like he it was like it was a big deal that he did that. And then literally the year I raced it, he was like, I'm not doing it this year. I'm not doing it this year. And then I think he also thought he wasn't going to do it. And then he gets in the race and he just went for it.
He just went for it and did it.
He's
again.
like, yeah, I couldn't help myself. And then I'm pretty sure he celebrated it as well. Classic. So
I feel like I remember that.
he's going to go for it. The only tip I would say is try to look at the competitors and not the finish line, because you can see the finish line from way too far away.
You can see it from probably
Like
once you get over
halfway,
the hill.
Probably the top of the hill,
yeah,
halfway, right?
Halfway, and then it's like if the last 400 will feel like so long if you're like looking at it, but if you just look at the competitors, you just stick on them. Because when I did it, I was like in a good spot, and then like all these freaking milers just started kicking, and I just got toasted. And I was like, fuck, like
I
that was
remember
hard.
watching that at Wisconsin,
Yeah.
actually.
I feel like Willis would always say, and Whiteman as well, just be the last one to kick. So
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
looking at the other people is probably smart.
Exactly. I think that's it. I
Isn't
mean,
like Willis won it like multiple years in a row?
so
5.
many years. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty damn good.
Mm.
It's going to be a
So-
good field, though. There's like a bunch of sub 330 runners, so.
That'll be fun. It's
You'll-
just
you'll
fun.
be right.
Nah, I'm looking forward to it either way. A
Yeah.
good way to end the season.
Yeah, and then I have on the same day I'm racing a 3,000 meters in Zagreb. So I mean, still only like my 4th race of the year. So still a pretty big race for Morgs. I think it should be a pretty good field. I don't actually know who's racing it, but it's a gold label meet, so you would assume that it's going to be pretty solid. Try run quick, get some sneaky points for my rankings. Maybe
3K is such a good way
Make
to
some
get
prize money.
points.
so. Yeah, just go and race. I don't know. In the 5K, I was definitely thinking about time a bit more. For a 3K, it's kind of nice because I feel like you don't really care about time as much. You just go and race. So that's my plan.
I think you're ready for a 3K.
Me too. I hope so.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
I mean, your first 3K in Roverito was pretty good on its own. So
yeah, I'll take it.
Morgan's undefeated in the 3K this year. Just letting you guys know.
Just letting everyone
One
in that
for
race
one.
know.
Yeah.
1 for 1, baby.
Let them know. DM everyone that's in my race just to scare them. I really have no idea, but I've heard Zagreb's an amazing meet, an amazing city, so I'm excited to go check it out. Go to Croatia. I didn't realize until yesterday that they have their own currency. Fun fact. Not sure what it's called, but it's one of those currencies where like the conversion is kind of crazy. Like 10,000 of theirs is like 1,000 US type deal. So
like Japanese yen.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. Just have like a lot of money or something for a little bit in Croatian.
Try and be a millionaire for a day.
Yeah.
Try and get $1 million in cash out.
Yeah.
As Fred Curley would say, buy some real estate.
I'll buy some real estate in Croatia with my millions of what their currency is. Sorry, I don't know their name. But yeah.
Quick mention for our other teammates. Run the Diamond League final. Alicia Monson, 5K. Wednesday night before Olli.
Street meet.
Coffee Club is predicting that she wins.
Yep.
Sage Herder, 800.
Simple as that, yeah.
Will be out in force with me and mid D crew. I
Coffee
think
Club.
Sage could also win.
Yeah, Coffee Club predicting a win.
We're going to predict win for Sage, win for Alicia, and
win for Olli.
We'll see what happens
Also
with me.
predicting
But
win for Olli.
in general, I tell you what, after a year of this group, OAC, I was the only one there last year, and now we have 2 more people there. It's pretty cool to see that progression. Yeah. So awesome to see, and it's going to be exciting meet. So tune in and check it out.
Yeah, hopefully next year we have 9, 10. 10.
Yeah.
Let's say 10.
Can't wait for them to build a street track in Eugene.
Oh man!
I mean, if they have that, also
we'll just race on Priest Trail.
They should
That's
add
what we were
the.
just saying this morning. No, just have the 5K Diamond League final on Priest Trail.
You could have more than 10 if they had the Nick Simmons wife carry thing, because I could just carry.
What
Gus.
is that? What are you talking about?
I could carry Gus. You know how he did that world record thing
No.
with the 100 meter and he carried someone?
I bet Nick Simmons will be the wild card next year.
Nick Simmons.
He'll be naked.
Just got run gun tape on his body.
Just over his penis. That's all he's wearing. That'd be amazing. Great advertising. Businessman, entrepreneur. Sensational.
We should probably get him on the pod.
Yeah.
Would he be a good guest, do you think?
Yeah, I think he would be. Because the thing is with him is, I think I guess I don't know. But I'm assuming he's aware. I think he's aware that like people are joking.
That he's a bit of a meme.
Yeah.
He's a meme, yeah.
But he's just being a businessman with it. I think he's just like, sometimes you got to sell a little pride to get some cash in return.
Yeah. He's not selling out, he's cashing in.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And he's like, someone's going to do it, and it's going to be me.
Yeah,
So-
and I'm going to reap the rewards of it.
Exactly. He's probably
people,
doing really
people
well
are
for
probably
himself.
giggling and laughing at him while he walks to his G-Wagon. It's like, yeah, all right,
Exactly. Like he's probably that's all he does. He runs Run Gum and his YouTube channel, and it's probably a pretty good life. So yeah, we'll get him on. But yeah, I think that brings a nice close to episode 51. Really nice to have everyone back in the same room again. 51, man. That means 52 next time. Holy shit.
Yeah,
One to
go.
go.
Crazy, one to go. All right,
Week by week.
Get out of my room.
All right. See you, boys. Thanks, everyone, for listening. See you next time.